What's going on? I'm Paul Russell, and you're watching my iHeartRadio Ask Anything chat. Shout out to Romeo and Most Requested Live for having me on here to talk about my new song, Lil Boo Thang. Let's get it. All right, Lisa from Kentucky asked, what town are you from, and do you get home a lot? I'm from Dallas, Texas. Well, really Allen, Texas. It's a cool spot, fun place to grow up in. I get home every now and then. I mean, I guess like Christmas and Thanksgiving. But I live in LA now, and you know, I'll go to see family, but not too often, to be honest. But I'm doing a show there, Jingle Ball. Come on down, Jingle Ball, Dallas. I'll see you there. Bailey from Cincinnati, Ohio. If you were in a taxi with my grandma and she asked her to tell you what you do for a living, how would you explain? Wow. I mean, look, I'm a musician now, so I would say I make people happy through making songs, which is the craziest thing to say ever, because like literally 2 months ago, I had a corporate job. I was working in like finance at a tech company is how I usually describe it, because it's way too hard to explain. Yeah, and now I get to say I'm a musician. That's crazy. Jennifer from Bloomington, Minnesota. Who was your first Lil Boo Thang? My first one, not my current one. My first Lil Boo Thang. Wow. I remember my first girlfriend, it was in middle school, I think. And she was cool. I remember like we would just, you know how middle school relationships are. It's like you're not really dating. You're just like saying you're dating, and you like don't even really talk at all. It's just like at the end of the day, and you know, after class you go and hug each other, and it's like, all right, that's my girlfriend. That's my Lil Boo Thang. But I remember that was the extent of our relationship. But then like towards the end, we started actually hanging out, and I remember feeling super scandalous because her mom was like, you can't have anybody over, and then like me and my homies like snuck in and we all hung out and like watched a TV show or something and then left, and we were like, we're so bad. Like, wow, that's crazy. That's, you know, good times. Me and Lil Boo Thang breaking the rules but having a good time. All right, Violetta from Queens, New York. Can you tell us a little bit about your early years starting out? Did you travel far away from home to sing? Yeah. Well, I mean, not to sing. Like so I started making music mostly, I guess I started in high school. I had like a school project where it was like learn anything and prove, or no, it was do anything and prove that you learned something from it. And so I decided for my project, I was gonna sit down and make 2 EPs. It was like a folk music 4 songs and then like a hip hop 4 songs. I made that, and then I remember when I went to college, I told someone about this project that I'd done, and they went and found it, and they were like, I love it. And they started, like, they were trying to get in the music industry. So they started booking me at these random, playing ukulele at a coffee shop, or like, we need a person to open for this random show. And so I was just in upstate New York doing these like I said, random shows. And so eventually when I moved to LA, it was like, I like LA because I can work and I can also do music, which was at the time just like a fun side thing. And then over time it became the thing. And now, like I said before, I'm a full-time musician, which is so wild to say. And so, yeah, I don't know. Did I travel far away home to sing? No. Did I travel far away from home in general? Yeah. And then I think the air in LA gets to you, you start to want to do something creative, and you start making more music, and you start the snowball starts rolling. And that's kind of what happened here. What are you doing for Halloween, and what was the best costume you ever had? Wait, great question. First of all, I'm playing at Boo Bash, which is a concert in Minneapolis. So see you there. Gonna be sick. I think I'm just gonna hang around there. Maybe I'll come back to LA at some point as well and do something here. But I remember my favorite costume. This was like when the iPhone came out. So I was a kid. Maybe I was like a freshman in high school or something. Or maybe this wasn't right when the iPhone came out, but this was like around the time. It was in the early iPhone days. And I was an iPhone. And it was like I got some like, this like black cardstock thing, and then I got in the front this like shiny paper, and then I like cut out a bunch of apps and I had them and I wore it, and I just felt so cool because I would walk around and everyone would be like, yo, that's crazy. And then people would like come up and tap on me like really hard. And I think that was annoying because it was like you wouldn't do that with your phone. I don't know why you're being crazy. But good costume. I was proud of myself. It looked sick. I'm gonna find a photo. I'll post it somewhere. Tara from Huntington. If you were on a dating site, what quality do you have that you would lead off your profile with? Wow. I think I'm a pretty good person at like trivia. You know what I mean? Like I think I know a lot of random facts, which maybe that's not typically what you would see on a dating site and be like, wow, I want to date that guy because he knows random facts. But I think I'm an interesting person to talk to because sometimes I have some random stuff to bring up that you're like, oh, that was cool. Who knew? So yeah, I'd say I can keep you entertained with the random facts I know. Tina from Battle Creek. Did you have an English teacher that would have corrected you and said it's pronounced Lil Boo Thang? Honestly, my English teachers, shout out to my English teachers. They put me on. I would not have been making music if it wasn't for, like I said before, I had an English project where it was like, write about how you learned something from this random, like do something random and just like write about what you learned from it. And so I made music in the first place because of an English teacher. But, I guess they probably would say it is Lil Boo Thang. But honestly, I bet Lil is in the dictionary at this point. I bet Lil, I don't know. Someone look it up. I bet Lil is in there. I bet Boo is in there. Thang maybe isn't, but maybe it is. I think Lil Boo Thang in 2023 is grammatically correct depending on what sources you use. It's real. Stephanie from Savannah, Georgia. Shout out to Savannah. That's where my dad's from. Okay. If you had to have a theme song play whenever you entered a room, what would it be? Wow. For some reason, this is the song that came to my head. I don't play basketball at all. I'm going to be honest. I'm not, I'll play it. I'm not that good at it. But the like Lil Bow Wow song that's like, they're playing basketball. That song is amazing. And it's always in my head, like from Like Mike, like that song is always in my head. And so I'd say that's it. If that was my theme, if I walked in the room and you heard that, you'd be like, wow, this guy's cool. Let me listen to what he's talking about. So that's it. That's my song. Roberta from Windsor, Ontario said, what does it mean to you to see all the positive feedback from Lil Boo Thang? It's insane. I think I never realized, I think when you're a musician, you're like, oh, it'd be cool if like I made something and a lot of people loved it. But, you don't really think about the implications of that and like what that's like. And so now it's like, it is mind blowing being like in an Uber or like on a plane or something or watching TV. And it's like my song comes up and it's just like, wait, what? And, somebody loved the song somewhere along the way and they decided I want to put it in this or I want to put it here. But like seeing that happen and being like, I had, sometimes if it's a TV thing, it's like I knew because I'm getting paid. But if it's, something random or if it's like on a radio station, I might have heard like, oh, it's going to be added here, but I wouldn't, realize or I didn't know when. And so, yeah, it's crazy hearing people organically like my music and respond to it without me being a part of that equation at all, like without me handing it to them or being like, check this out. Yeah, it's insane. Bella from Knoxville, Tennessee. Do you have a nice set of wheels? Wow, why you trying to be cool? Not, do you have a car? How's your car? You got a nice set of wheels, all right? Honestly, look, I got a Hyundai Elantra that I drive right now. It's reliable. It's a good car. I think I'll have to upgrade at some point. Y'all keep streaming the song. I'll be upgrading very soon. Yeah, I don't know. I got a set of wheels. Is it nice? It's nice for me. It gets me from point A to point B. That's what I care about. But I'm not like, bro, check out the Hyundai, All right, Emily from Grand Rapids. Favorite Pop-Tart flavor? This is a great question because there's only one correct answer. Wild berry Pop-Tarts. A lot of people sleep on wild berry. Like, look, okay, if it's like favorite basic regular flavor, it's like, okay, it's got to be the cinnamon one because that one's great. It's solid. You can always find it, so you're gonna eat it. But if I can choose between all the flavors that have ever been released, Wild berry is insane. I don't even know what a wild berry is or if it's actually a thing, but that's the best flavor. I don't care what anybody says. JoJo from Jacksonville. That's a cool name. JoJo from Jacksonville. You need to capitalize on that somehow. I don't know. Get a podcast. Have you gotten a chance to be on any tours yet? No, actually. No, I haven't. Like, I've done shows in LA, and I've done shows at like different events outside of LA as well. And now I'm starting to, go around, do some college shows, do Jingle Ball, as I said. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't done any tours yet, so that's coming. I'm excited for that. I mean, it's gonna be a grind, but I think it'll be cool to just travel around and, see what new cities are like, perform. I'm hyped. It's coming. Get ready. Thank you again for watching my Ask Anything chat. Shout out to Romeo and Most Requested Live. My song, Lil Boo Thang, is out everywhere. Please listen to it. There we go. Thank you, y'all.